Gay man walking.
Good morning! It feels so good to be in the morning still. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning and I'm outside of the hut I stayed in, which is called something something hut. Right over there, you can see it in the distance, that's the Rangitata River. So all you northbound people, you need to listen to this, and all you southbound people, you need to listen. That hike was the worst hike I've ever done. I was also coughing, but it was just like an uncomfortable hike. So just to put it in perspective, if you need to know what a hike is, that's not a hike. That's an awkward river that you have to get to cross constantly to get to this hut to stay at so you can continue. It is beautiful. Up here. See this part? It's beautiful. So essentially that was the worst. You walk on this like okay terrain away from the river, the big river, to a small river called the Bush Stream. I don't know. It's not a fucking stream and it's not going through bush. No. Aggressive? No. Awful. So I walked for a little bit and what did I get to? Just like tons of river crossings. Girl, what's this river? What is this river? It's not a river, it's just a fucking flooded street. It's just whoosh. It looks like it does not know how to handle how fast it's moving. It's like, whoa, we're moving fast. That's the water. So it's just going crazy. And I was like, none of this for me. None of this. So I was crossing up to like, just below my iPod in my pocket, and I know that because I didn't take my iPod out, and my iPod is still alive. But the water went right up to the bottom of where my iPod sits, in my pot skis, and I crossed it like 15 times. And also, I missed the turnoff, so I kept going around the river until I got to another point of the trail. It was just really awkward, and there were times when I'm like, I could die, more than once. Also, I was hacking up a lung, and after hitchhiking all day, which was so magical. And just to put in perspective of how horrible this trek, that was 4 hours for 9 kilometers. It took me 3.5 hours, which is saying something because normally I can cut the time in half. So it took an hour and a half longer than I expected, which is fair because every step you're like, oh, the worst kind of ground is not like rocks on a river. It's when it's rocks, tiny rocks, big rocks, little rocks, sand, small rocks, big rocks, little rocks, sand, scree, and it just changes. Your foot like does not know, and every time it takes a step, it's like, why are you bringing me here? That's my feet. So the Czech couple did not show up last night, but who did show up? Because I guess the Czech couple, well, she had an operation. She was gonna like come on a hike up. So she probably got to the first river and was like, fuck this shit, like a normal human would. Because we're doing the TA, we have to be like, ugh, get in the water. My feet are still wet and it's sunny. Oh, it's sunny by the way. Okay, so this guy Clint showed up yesterday looking like a character from Five Goes West, and he was an American guy. I mean, he is an American guy, and it was just amazing. We had really good chats and stayed up by candlelight until late and then woke up in the morning and now it's like 11 and we're leaving. I think I've had a good 12 hours of talking with this guy. I felt great. I still feel great. But I have to go up and I'm going to go all the way to a hut called Royal Hut, which is where Princess Diana died or something happened there. I don't know the history of anything except for the British history up until like 54 CE. Anyway, because I'm listening to a podcast, it's really enticing. It's called British History Podcast. It's a great name. It took me too long to get to. Anyway, I'm going to walk now and I'm going to listen to Katy Perry because Clint is great, but he just read me a 10-minute poem that he wrote off an acid trip, and it's really intense about the hike. And I'm like, I need some garbage bubblegum pop to really help me get through this. And Katy Perry is not garbage bubblegum pop. She's everything. So I just got stopped by two people who were tenting like a kilometer away from the hut, and they were like, where's the hut? I'm like, it's a kilometer. So nice. Oh no. I'm so sick. And then I just said like, I'm sick. And she gave me like German aspirin stuff you put in your water and antibiotics, which I don't know which they are. They could be like, I don't know anything about drugs, but they could be like ketamine. I don't know. But I'm gonna take it anyway because it'll make me feel better than this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go up there, but for now I'm just gonna mix my water and feel like a new woman. But this is one way to flush an illness out of your body. Going uphill in like 30-degree temperature. Well, the liquid is just coming out of my face. God, this grass is not fun against your legs. It ain't no problem though. I have so many drugs in me right now. I think I'm done going up for now. Ooh, Lord. Where am I? I turn a video on when I have food, as if like this is pleasant to look at. You know that feeling when you're looking at something beautiful and it looks like something from a television show, and then you wish it was a TV and that you were watching RuPaul's Drag Race instead? That is how I feel. My my insides feel terrible. This is beautiful. I just wish I was inside. I actually wish I was in a hospital bed being hospitaled. Is that the term for when you're in a hospital? Last time I was in a hospital being hospitaled was a year ago in India, when India India'd me and I ended up in a hospital. I almost died. I got to go down. Look at this. Tip for when you're hiking the TA is if you put sunscreen in photo capsules and still have some left over a year after putting them in the capsules, don't put them in your backpack with all of your belongings randomly mixed about and then go hitchhiking, throwing your bag into several different vehicles, because chances are your photo capsule full of sunscreen is going to explode everywhere, which is exactly what happened. So yesterday, as a little present after hiking one of the worst hikes ever to a hut, I got to wipe everything I own free of sunscreen. Those animals. By the way, there's some like animal here called a tarn or a tar or some word, and they're like antelope, goat, and they go hunting for them. So if I see one, I'm gonna be like, bitch, I don't want to get shot and run away. Just want to point out for a second how amazing it is to be eating a fucking cucumber on the top of this mountain. But anyway, oh no! Why do I film these things? No, I love it. I can't wait to watch this. Can I? No, I will have to wait about 30 days. Anyway, it's really nice to know that you can eat vegetables up here. I was gifted that by David Stewart and his wife Jan at the Rakaya Gorge campsite when they asked me how I was, and I said, I'm sick. I have a feeling I have to go in there. God, I feel like this is an episode of Amazing Race where everyone can see the thing that I'm supposed to see and I don't see it. Just walked another like 5 feet and I could just see the tip of this orange thing. The people I met had to do this in the dark, and they were thankful that the tops of those things were highlighted. Otherwise they would have not known where to go. Damn, this day is getting really 5 goes west. That is the face of an animal. Great. Good set of teeth, though. This path, disappearing, turning into tussock, which I think is the name of the shit, grass. It's getting really old real fast. This is a nice journey, but I am over this grass. What's up, Marsh? Look at you. I ain't seen nothing like you yet. Oh, birds in the background. But not want to walk through there. Shit, do I have to walk through there? No. Yay, that way. I presume. Damn, it's hard. It's long walking through this grass. It takes a while. What I've realized, what I've learned, and this is so silly, and maybe other people know this, but like when you're walking on road, putting your foot down and lifting it up and putting it down, you have no, nothing stopping you, nothing slowing you down. But even something as simple as a little bit of grass creates a little bit of stop. I don't know the word for science, things like that, but it gets in the way, so you therefore are exerting more energy to take a bigger step than you would if there was nothing in your way, even like a tiny bit. So if there's a lot of tussock in your way, it takes a long time to get from A to B. And A is over there, and B is not even in sight. So let's go to B. Plant has literally bled onto the ground. The next bush I'm going to come across is probably a glitter bush. Jeez, this is nice. And they also sprout pink flowers. I think these are guiding me the right way. Not getting my feet wet today. Not happening. Somewhere. Over there. Yes. I see you. God damn it, I got my right foot soaked. What did I tell you? Not today. If there's not another fucking river crossing before I get to that hut, and this is the last river and I got my foot wet, I am going to be even more miffed. Another one. I might just go in the water this time. Screw it. actually feels nice, and I forgot that it doesn't actually matter to me if I have to put cold socks on in the morning. If you don't like stream crossings, don't come to this country. But, oh, yeah, the illness is getting better. Hand to me. Woo! I've only gone like 9 kilometers. Oh, it's taken me so long. But I'm warming up. Tomorrow I have to go up Stag Saddle, which is the highest point of the TA, with a fucking cough, flu, whatever this is called. It's there. I see it. Oh my god, my throat is hurting so much. Oh, I hope no one's there. How am I gonna climb that mountain tomorrow? That's the real question. Ugh. That's the end of day 85. I don't know anymore. Okay. So close. I can't believe I did it. I did it. Don't even care. I'm proud of myself. Good morning. And so forth. Blah 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 beep boop. Okay, so I am in a hut. It's called the Royal Hut. Apparently, this is where Princess Diana had mad diarrhea once. I'm kidding. It's where Prince Charles and Princess Anne, who I know the names of, but cannot. They're probably the racist ones. I am in the hut because I just want to make a video, but I'm so ready for this day. I am. It's a little like cloudy in the sky. But glass half empty. I mean, glass half full, glass half empty. I'm tired. So anyway, I've had a liter of coffee. I'm gonna have another liter before I go up Stag Saddle. But I just want to say I'm really happy I don't have to do what I did yesterday today. And I'm wearing long johns. And that's because I don't want to be like, you know, manhandled by grass. I want to be manhandled by men. Therefore, I don't wear tights when I walk into a gay club. But anyway, I just want to make a video because I taped my foot up on my left side, which hasn't been bothering me. Thank God, because I can't handle having a cough, which is still in my freaking lungs. I like hacked out things that look like a chopped up Simpson character. It's a bright yellow they were. But anyway, I now just taped my foot up and took a couple steps. I'm like, oh, this isn't comfortable. So I've taped it too tight where my foot's actually like bending like so. That's a medical term for how things bend. I took that axe and I chopped into a piece of wood 3 times. And I felt the whole time I was going to hit my foot. So I put it down quite quickly. In there. I think it's pretty sexy. Axeman. Ah. Fighter of the wood block. Ah. Okay. Stag Saddle. That way. Okay. This way. Woo! Here we go. I just really hope these clouds don't block the view. I've been told by so many northbounders that, like the people going north, I'm not, to like make sure you do the ridge walk. Which, I mean, until Richmond Ranges, I didn't know what a ridge walk was, or a mountain ridge. I thought that was like just a ridge was everything. Like if you're on a mountain, it's a ridge. I didn't understand. I thought they were synonymous. Learning as I go, but I really hope that I can go down the ridge because the other option is fucking river walking with tussock. By its own name, it's so horrible. Just an idea of how much tussock is not fun is that I am standing on this, which is somehow, I don't know, nicer to walk on. I think I might just have to get up there. I don't know, I don't see a path. Alright, well, I mean, I haven't seen a path all day, so that's not changed. I'm very much enjoying this now. I'm so happy. I think I must be almost there now. fuck, I'm an emotional mess, man. I'm at the highest point of the TA at the Stag Saddle, looking at that. Now I don't know which way to go. Fuck. I can't do this anymore. Oh my god, I gotta cry like a baby. 1925 meters. I am walking the ridge walk instead of going down there. This way. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. But I see lines of people walking, so I think that's the thing. I fell. I can't. I just really hurt my arm, but I feel like I'm literally just like laying back relaxing on. My back is behind me and okay, I gotta get up the stairs. Nope, just a little flesh wound. Cool. Falling happens once every so often, and then when it does, if you don't die and you're alive, then it's hilarious. I think that's Mount Cook. What is this? Oh, damn. Oh, I'm so happy I don't have to go through that load of shit. Oh my god. This is so nice. That's where I came from. Whoa. Holy heckery, doo-dah-day. Slippity-doo-dah, slippity-yay. Also, that lake down there is Lake Tekapo. That's where I'm walking to. Jeez, this is crazy. This is crazy. Whoa. Oh my god, that snow is already making me feel cold. I'm so happy I'm doing this in good weather. I mean, those clouds look ominous, but as long as I get to the hut before it rains, y'all know it's gonna be good. So my iPhone died, which means no more selfies, which means I'm just gonna go down the ridge now. I have quite a comical update for you about the pain I'm experiencing. You know when you're walking, okay, everyone who runs and walks or whatever, we all take, I think, like the stress of hitting the ground, somewhere in our body goes whoop up to somewhere. Normally it goes to my shoulders, so that's why I have such tense shoulders and like bad posture. Now the shock of every step I take, ow, like that, goes to my fucking tooth. That one. The British dentist I had in 2011 that I went to get my wisdom teeth out because they hurt, looked into my mouth after not really saying hello to me and said, "You may have nice looking teeth, but I know your teeth are terrible." And I was like, oh yeah, that's so true. The teeth thing is fine, but it just hurts a little, but it's just funny. Like on top of everything, I have a toothache that collects all of the feeling of shock absorption from the ground. I'm just so happy I'm not down there. I get to walk through this tussock, but at least with this view. And the trail has disappeared. If I make it into a song, it makes me okay with it. And now just nothing. Shrubberies! Oh, okay. Hi, trail's back. Awkward. Alright, y'all, I gotta get somewhere down there. There should be a hut? I don't know where I am. I know how to get there, though. I have to go down. Ah, there is where I am staying. It looks like there's a simple road leading all the way to it. Camp Stream Hut. It's not a DLC hut. Apparently you're supposed to pay $10 to stay there, but I didn't bring money and did not know about this until today when I read the book. I almost cried with how beautiful everything was. It was overwhelming. This is gorgeous. It's definitely made up for all the shit that's after, like before Stag Saddle. Words are hard. Anyway, goodbye. I'm gonna go and clean out all of my face orifices and probably just lie down horizontally until tomorrow at 7 a.m. Camp Stream Hut. Things that are happening right now I need to explain. First of all, I have to take this jug of water all the way back to the stream, which is not visible because it is far, and get some water. And not only that, but inside the hut, I'm just chilling, relaxing, all cool, and playing some b-ball inside of the hut. And I just found two things, like one thing that I need, because my tooth is hurting, fucking toothpaste. I don't feel disgusting eating this. No mice have gotten into it. So if you've left this toothpaste and you're watching this video, it is what's going to make my teeth not feel like they're going to fall out. Also, beside it, I found a little bag that someone had left with money in it. And I think I could donate it into there. Oh, I might do that. I'm gonna do that. It is day 80 something. Oh my gosh, the battery's gonna die, this thing. Anyway, I'm leaving this hut. I'm walking that way. I'm gonna do some road walking, 35 kilometers. Last night was awful. Today's gonna be good. I'm gonna get to Tekapo. Good morning! I'm walking in the middle of a town called Twizel. I covered quite a distance in a day. Yesterday when I got to Tekapo, I ran into a German girl I met at the ski house hostel in National Park in the North Island, which was interesting and awesome, and we had a coffee together. And hi Randy. So I hitchhiked so easily with this lovely woman from Korea to beautiful parts. Oh my gosh, so beautiful here. Anyway, so I literally got here super easily and went to the holiday park and charged my shit up. Now I'm going to a cafe and they have a food store and I had a burger. Oh, a food store. I don't even know. This is the first time I'm going to be able to go to a grocery store since I got to the South Island. So it's day 87 and I have an update. You can't really see it. Oh, you can. Okay, well there's the handle of my GoPro. I dropped it today and it broke. It's so stupid. Ow, I just hit my head in the bag. Anyway, I'm listening to Katy Perry, Birthday, very loud, because girl needs to get it going right now. I have been in this town and walked across this fucking patch of grass like 7,000 times now. Just went and bought super glue and went to the bank and did some banking stuff and then just bought some drinking chocolate and waterproof spray for my tent so I can have really nice tasting coffee inside of a dry tent while fixing my GoPro tonight. Not coffee, probably just tea. For fuck's sake, I've literally just gone in a massive circle to a sign that says Twizel, turn right, and I realized just down there there's an entrance, probably right beside the shop where I just got the super glue at. So I've just added a fun kilometer into my 30-something kilometer day. What is up with the obsession to write in huge block letters what your business is across it? Motel. We understand what you are if you had a smaller sign. Oh. A stag. Can you see it? Through there? Just it's literally staring at me as I like whistle so much of the musical Hairspray. Anyway, this is where I'm walking. It's like a mixture of what we need in the world, which is like, I guess, an energy plant, and nature. All right, y'all, ready for this view? I think you are. This is a fucking dam. Damn, girl. Just a couple of mates going salmon fishing in a salmon farm. Guys, I feel alive and refreshed and clean and like I'm gonna sneeze and I need caffeine, but I feel great. There are some black swans down there. That's so cool. All swans in the southern hemisphere are black because things are backwards. Science. This is such a pretty forest walk. I'm listening to Good King Wenceslas right now, which doesn't make any sense other than the fact that it is getting colder, which makes me think it's Christmas time, but it's not. All right, there's 30 seconds left on this video, so I'm not going to use up any more than I have to. I am at the beginning of the trail that goes to Ohau on a lake. There's a toilet. I am going to camp here. I have so much food in my bag that, of course, it's heavy again. Also, I have cheese in my bag that was found in the fridge at the place I was just at, and they gave it to me. Actually, because I went, can I please have the cheese I overheard you talking about? Anyway, just gotta find a place here. Oh, there's the toilet. Oops. Okay, I'll go up there. Bye!